Hey there, welcome to the channel. I know it's been a little bit since I've made a review, so I want to apologize for that, so sorry. Also, turns out we made it past 1,000 subs, so thank you guys. Literally couldn't have done it without you, eh? And as a reward, I got myself this nice new shirt. Feeling very spiffy. Anywho, today I'm going to be talking about the Pixel Buds A series. After my original Pixel 2 Buds review, I wanted to spend a little more time with these buds before giving my input. That's why this review is coming out a few weeks after the release. Or month, I don't know. Anyways, let's get started. First up is the looks. These buds look virtually identical to the Pixel Buds 2. They are slightly lighter, but I highly doubt you'll be able to tell. They come in two new colors. Well, if you consider white a color. There's white and dark olive. The Pixel Buds 2 also has a white version, but this one's also got white on the back. I ended up going with the dark olive, and I'm super happy with it. Now, somehow these buds look the same as the old buds, but also cheaper. I think it's mainly because of the shiny plastic on the back. The Pixel Buds 2 felt much more like a high-end earbud compared to these. Although, maybe I'm just being too picky. Now, the main difference between these buds and the old ones is that they replaced the metal nozzle with a plastic one, removed a sensor and a charging pin. And even though they did remove those things, I don't notice any difference without them. As for the case looks practically the same as the older case, but again, it has a really cheap looking shiny plastic interior. I'm just not a fan, eh? The case also feels much lighter than the previous case, probably because it doesn't have wireless charging. The buds still fit in really nicely and have that very solid magnetic snap that I love. The case will also power the buds for around the same amount of time as the previous model, 5 hours or so with the buds themselves, and another 24 hours of charge with the case. The buds sound wonderful, and are practically identical to the previous model. Actually, both have identical 12mm drivers. Not the best of the best, but they still sound really nice. If you need a little more bass, you can get that with the Bass Boost EQ setting. Definitely not as customizable as other buds, but it works fine for me. It doesn't sound muddled, has nice mids and a boomy bass. I do think it could have a little better high notes, but I honestly think I just got spoiled by the Samsung Pros having a dedicated tweeter. Those things sound fantastic, if they didn't hurt my ears in like 5 minutes. These buds have no active noise cancellation like Samsung or Bose, but they do have passive noise reduction, with spatial vents on the side that prevent the suction cup feel of other buds. Honestly, after using buds with spatial vents, I can't stand buds without them, eh? The buds are sweat and water resistant, have in-ear detection, and you can use each bud independently. This is what the microphone sounds like outside. Pretty darn good, a little bit compressed, but not too bad. There are a few important things that these buds did change though. They no longer have the swipe for volume feature that worked so well on the previous model and I absolutely loved. They no longer have wind reduction, which I honestly don't notice at all. And for some reason they don't have attention alerts, which is weird to me because it seems like a software thing that should go hand in hand with adaptive sound, eh? Now, if you guys aren't familiar with attention alerts on the previous buds, it would basically lower the volume of the buds if it detected something like a baby crying or an ambulance. It was a really nice feature to have when walking around the city. Now, in my mind, the phone's telling the buds when to turn the volume up or down, so I'm not exactly sure why this feature isn't on these buds. Your phone's basically the brain of the whole operation. Now, although we do miss out on some pretty nice features, we also get a game-changing feature that puts Google Buds back on the map. And that's an improved connection. The Pixel Buds 2 cut out all the time, making them practically unusable. I tried multiple pairs and had the same issue on every pair I got. The Pixel Buds A series does not have that issue. In fact, my buds have had zero connectivity issues since I got them. I've worn them all over the place and they've been perfect. Hats off to Google for releasing buds that actually do what they're supposed to do. Now, would I recommend these buds to anyone? Heck yeah, I would. In fact, they are now my go-to buds and I plan on using them for everything. They have the best pure Android experience out of all of the buds I've tested. You can say the magic words, talk with the assistant, get notifications read back to you by holding the side down, reply to texts, calls, and any other assistant thing you can think of. They sound great, have almost all the features of the previous more expensive model, and they actually work for listening to music, as opposed to the previous model. The only reason I might not recommend these is if the features it lost are a big deal to you. If you're looking for wireless charging, volume swipe, attention alerts, and a nicer looking build, I would hold off for the next release. I don't have any insider information or anything, but Google's been trying to get rid of their previous model by offering massive discounts all over the place. In fact, at the time of this video, the previous model is actually out of stock on their website. So I would be very surprised if they don't have a new model coming out in the next few months. So it may be worth holding off. But for me, I'm loving these things, and they'll definitely be my daily drivers until the next buds come out. Anyways, I appreciate you guys dropping by the channel, and thanks for getting us to 1,000 subs. If this video has helped you in any way, please consider dropping a like or a sub. That helps out a ton. If not, I still hope you have a great day, and take care.